Okay guys, welcome back with me, Chow 2025. This time I'm going to show you a different scene for the game. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I come from the city-state. City-state? Miklatov? Eh? No, I'm not with them. Why do you ask? It's nothing, never mind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have cooking to do. Why? She asked about Miklatov. Her friend is Camus, right? That's a secret. Okay, next about Ellie throwing knife flats. Actually... Jeez, it's too late to back out now. Show a little courage. Let's see your good side. What do you mean, show some courage? I don't want... Okay, this I think is the same one. Right to left, it's the same scene. Ah! The knife grazed my left cheek, sinking into the tree. If I hadn't moved... Well, I guess it's turned out alright. Okay, if we move the other side... Oh my, he moved! The knife grazed my left cheek. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have moved. I want you! You had it coming! Okay, the same. Okay. Your sister are really beautiful. Oh! Could it be that she's your type? No, that's not what I meant. She just gave off a good vibe, you know? The gentle older sister kind of feeling. I don't know about that. Sis can be pretty scary despite her looks. Tonga tried to put his hand on her before, and just like that, she changed. Ah, that is pretty scary. I'll make sure to be careful. Jeez. Well, I guess it's true that men all go for feminine type like sis. Okay, that's it. Who joined the Alliance army? I was in the state that time. Oh, really? Well, I say I was there. It might be more accurate to say I was trying to keep an eye on the Highland army and end up running around all over the place. Hey, what's up with that? Are you some kind of thief or something? Hey, you got it all wrong. Okay, this time let's go with Gijumi Gang.
Alright, buddy. Then follow me.
Yeah, I'll be working with you. On that note, I'm Nas. Again, with Gijumi Gang, I dive into the street from the left of the square. Judging from the sound, the bandits are in a building. We can't afford to take carelessly here. Huh? As you expected from bandit. They start swarming wherever there's money. It's gonna be vital for this guy.
Alright. Don't screw up, guys.
It's like they don't even hear me. Gijumi went to stand impulsively in the entrance. Koyu and Lowen rushed down the building side street. What the hell are these guys thinking? Before I could discuss any plan, Gijumi raised up a pair of axes and started throwing caustic remarks at the bandits inside.
Hey, you bastard! Trying to steal money from those poor villagers, you're worse than dogs. If you're thieves, then act like thieves. Try picking on someone your own size.
Huh? What you talking about, you seed head? Ever heard of survival of the fittest? We take things from weak villager. Isn't that the law of God?
Ah! Don't use God as an excuse. If the bastards are attacking weak villagers, then they're the ones who are weak, don't you think?
What do you say? Why did you come and find out if I'm weak or not?
Come on!
The match will decide in an instant. Ichimu loomed over the bandit and spat in his face right between his closed eyes.
Alright, come on all of the rest of you trash. Your opponent is the great Kichimu, oldest of the Lamb Dragon Trio.
You damn bastard! Like hell I'm letting you get away with that!
The remaining bandits inside tried to come at the Gijimo at once, but the inn's entryway wasn't all that big, so the bandits were forced to come out one by one.
Ah!
One after another, bandits came out, each of them getting beaten down by Gijimi's two axe. It should have been countless bandits facing off against Gijimu, but instead it was practically a one-on-one fight.
Hey, Nas, I'm doing fine over here, so go how about Loen and Koyu?
Got it! I left Gijimu behind and headed for the inn's back door. I go there. Loen and Koyu were already in the middle of fights against a bandit. It's gonna be one bandit down! The great Koyu of Lamb Dragon Mountain will make you taste divine punishment. Koyu, don't get carried away. As Koyu distract the bandit, Loen raised an iron ball and chance, bringing down the finishing blow. It's a stunning display of teamwork. Given the situation, is it ever going to be my turn? It seems like the guys who came out have given up and barricaded themselves inside instead. I hear ya. Koyu, you stay here. Nas and I are going on a raid. Agreement confirmed. With Koi's quick replay, Loen tossed her iron ball and Chan at the back door. The bandits flinched at the impact and in that short pose are rushing through the door.
Bastard!
They're not bad, but they lost their confidence in so their fighting spirit had been cut in half. Oh, not bad. How do you like your mischief stuff? Hallway in a bed of mass confusion as we finish off the bandit, stacking Gijimu at the entryway as our goal. When we get there, Gijimu's expression changed as he jumped in toward us. This is where the boats show up, right?
This is bad. They've got reinforcement coming.
What? How many?
I had to say it, but about 10. And this time we're stuck like mass in a trap.
Got trouble. The back door's blocked. What's wrong with you guys? You two rascals are full of anger and trouble? Isn't that sort of stuff exactly what you shouldn't be saying? This disgrace of the Lamb Dragon Bandits. When the reinforcement appear, our position will completely revealed. If we don't somehow find a way out of this... I heard him look around the bar. There was a bunch of wine kegs located in the corner of the room, probably prepared for the feast. Cognac and wine, Shaoxi gin, both pretty strong alcohols. Hey guys! Hey, you bandits over there are immoral bottom rung underlings. Earlier you raised your hands against women and children, didn't you? Owen stood in the entryway, yelling loudly at the surrounding bandits.
What? Who are you?
Don't you know the great Lowen of the Lamb Dragon Trio? I'm not forgiving inhuman behavior like that, you bastard. I'm thinking of bringing down judgment on you.
What the hell you're saying? You better know you're no better than us.
Okay, now. Just as Lowen jumped aside at the signal, Gijimu and I used all our strength to throw the wine tusk. With a moment of delay, as the shots danced through the air, Lowen broke them open with her ball and chain. The impact caused wine to spray all over the bandits. Call you! Ayo! Next, Koyu threw leaf coals at them, causing the scattered wine to burst into flame in the blink of an eye, and engulfing the bandits in flame. You're in a real mess now. This is heaven's punishment for trampling on your conscience.
Shit! I'll remember this!
How could guys like that? They're so forgettable, they're already forgotten.
Ah, you're overdoing it.
The idiot's still talking like that. And now it's the freaking same, I think. Well, what is that? We looked toward the sound of the explosion and saw a gigantic pillar of fire rising up by the central square. It can't be there.
Hey, either way, we already come this far. If those guys are the keeper of the flame, that's fine with me, or Firebringer. When they're done messing up this place, they might try to make a pass at Tinto.
And I think that's the story difference. See it. Let's skip right. When we reached the main square, the area has tragically been reduced to ashes. Standing on that hideous charred ground, the two knights had apparently finished off the small fry and were already facing off against the invaded bandit gangs. I could count about 10 opponents, each readying weapon of their own. A man, seemed to be the leader of the bandits, was standing in the center of the square. So their leader has finally sold himself. Time to think of it, I've got a talisman. Okay, this time we choose to have talisman. And I think the story is gonna be the same. I took out the talisman I bought during the fair and began to concentrate. Wait, what? The talisman isn't activating? On the back of the leader's hands has already started glowing with a red light.
What are you doing? Hurry up and use the talisman.
I know! I concentrate one more time, trying to invoke the spell, but something's wrong. I can't sense anything from the talisman. Confused, I checked to make sure it was really a talisman. The hell? Looking more closely, the design of the canopy defense talisman was slightly different from normal. Just a little, but yeah, no wonder it was so cheap. Did you lose your money on that thing? Okay, it's the freaking same. Only we are look more stupid than we already are. Okay. See how Smoky doing? Check on the village. Okay, this time let's check on the village. I go out to check this village in preparation for a rematch with the Keepers of the Flame. It's pretty horrible condition though. Oh, Nas! Is something wrong? No, I just thought I see how the village was doing. Oh, so you didn't come by just to see me. Eh? Oh no. How disappointing. Could it be that Ellie is more your type? Ellie's a really cheerful and friendly girl. It'd be great if my little sister could be that upbeat. Ah, you have a little sister? You really don't look like the type. Well, we haven't seen each other for many years now. What happened? It's a long story. If Julie was as upbeat as Ellie... Oh, that girl wasn't always cheerful like this, you know. With those words, Rina began to tell her story with a smile on her face. Yes. Well, we got Ellie's story. At each new city, people would gather in the square to watch a few performance. Whether they were young or old, their eyes would shine at the sight of our show. During our performance, we'd be able to make friends with the children of the town. At those times, they come to watch even when we were practicing. They were just simple tricks, but we were still happy. But at the end of the day, everyone would go back to their homes, their parents would come to take children home, and we would be turned away. It was just a stupid story. Everywhere we went, the rumor that they're kidnapping our children to teach them to perform could be heard. But since we were children as well, I couldn't help but to think maybe we were taken from somewhere too. Then one day, I asked my father, "Where did you get us from?" That time a wistful look came over his face. Now I'm able to understand what the meaning of that look was. As a family of traveling entertainer, we would be on the road every day, and since we had been living this life since we were old enough to recognize the world around us, Ellie and I never knew what it meant to have a home. Even so, we were able to find our own happiness. Me, Ellie, our mother and father, and a worn-out donkey cart. That was our family. Ellie learned knife throwing from father, and I learned fortune telling from mother. We could never tell if father was joking or being serious when he'd tell us it was in case you ever have to live on your own. No, I really thought it was a joke. At least, until that day. We were attacked by a gang of bandits. They attacked our cart, but there was nothing there. Father locked us in a secret compartment of the cart, and by the time we made it out, it was already over. Ellie and I cried there for a long time. On the third day, the two of us finally understood that we've been forced to live on our own. Luckily, we managed to make it to a small town where we were given warm meal to eat and a place to stay for several days. But we knew we couldn't live like that forever, and so we began to make a living with our performance in a corner of the town. It wasn't like it today. It wasn't like it is today. We didn't go back and forth between different villages, but on the road of the small town, outside the town square, we would show off our skill. We had to change location in that small town in order to make enough money to survive and gradually improve our skills. Years later, a traveling circus visited the town on a tour. There we learned new skill working at the circus. That was where we met Bogan for the first time. At first, he was introduced to us as the son of the circus master. But aside from his fire-breathing performance, it seemed more like he was being forced to work as a servant. The truth that he was sold to pay off Axis debt would get them arrested in the city-state, so they had a rank to pass him off as the master's son. He was being treated so horribly that Ellie got really angry. She got in a fight with one of the troop members, though nothing came of it. That night she suggested that we run away with Bogan. We ran away from that place, make a living traveling around together. But Bogan slowly shook his head, and then he spoke. One day, without fail, the death would be repeated, and he'd be able to come back to the town, When that time came, he traveled with us. Bogan didn't know why he had been sold for the debt, but he very seriously believed that it was important that he pay it off and settle it. And so we continued to live our life in that town. Several years later, Bogan finally came back. And there I finished reminiscing. Well, was it touching? Don't give me that look. That's just how things happen, really. Besides, Rina got a little closer and whispered to me. After all, you also have a sad past, don't you? With a face like that. Oh, I'm a fortune teller, you know. Hehehe. Somehow I got a feeling she could see right through me. And well, at least we know the true story of Ellie, Rina, and Bogan. That's really great. Okay, the same. Oh no, it's Gijimu now. What? Turning toward the voice, the color drained from my face at seeing Gijimu again standing there. What you doing just standing around? We've got a big problem. Those guys are already coming this way. Okay, it's the same again.